Did you lick the lens? Why? Why would you do that? Hi guys, this is Val from valkayink. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going back to DVDs. It's been a really long time and I still have a lot of backup videos to edit, but today I just want to talk about some classics that I found. I threw up a new background up here. Let's get into it. First up, we have Read or Die, the OVA. I was very excited to find this one when I was out at Half Price Books. Normally, I just don't see Read or Die stuff out. There is a TV series, of course, but this is the OVA, and I love this OVA. And I haven't seen it probably since the 2000s when I first saw it. So, of course, when I saw this in the store, I had to pick it up. Paid a bit more than usual for it. The funniest part about this one, I was carrying this through the store, just, you know, wanted to go check out some clearance stuff, some extra books. I always kind of float around in there. And someone came up to me and asked if I was actually buying this. I said, yeah, that's why I'm holding on to it. So this is still pretty loved. Of course, the top from Anime Insider says, unbelievably cool, absolutely brilliant. And it is cool. This is a great kind of little self-contained story where a woman who works for the Library of Congress secret sect, Yomiko Reedman, she's also known as Agent Paper, she helps find manuscripts and books that are rare and stolen for various nefarious plots. And she ends up finding a bunch of reimagined, brought back to life literary characters and people. So it's really kind of out there and crazy and fun. Some really cool fight sequences and some real emotional depth in this one. Highly recommend it. She can live up here. Also going back to some oldie classic goodness, this is Puppet Princess. When the princess makes her puppets dance, bodies will fly like broken toys. Yeah, I love these taglines on old anime DVDs. This one's from Anime Works. Haven't been able to pop this one in yet, but of course I know Puppet Princess. I'll read the back because this is actually a pretty good descriptor. It is the age of civil war, a time of warlords and violence. Yasuburo is a ninja with a purpose, and the only survivor is from his clan. He meets Rengiku, a young girl of noble descent whose family was murdered by the henchmen of General Karimata. Now she fights using her father's strange puppets. So yeah, she is a princess who fights with puppets. That is the premise. I think this is only like 40 minutes long. But I was really excited to get this because for years I've been meaning to put Puppet Princess in my collection. I'm sorry, I have to pause and look at this fantastic little, what was coming out at the same time. I had this Magic Users volume. I had all the individual volumes. Now, of course, I have them again. But yeah, pretty much, oh man, Samurai Hunt for the Sword, Apocalypse Zero. I love seeing what was coming out back when this was coming out. This page also serves as the chapter credits. So that's another one that I'm really excited to get back into. As always, I like that they have their old postcards. It's so funny to me that these old like Anime Works or, you know, whatever, have their postcards. So that's what that looks like. Next up, one that I wasn't planning on picking up, never thought I'd really see it, didn't think much of it way back when, but I just recently watched De Tatoko Princess, and this is fantastic. And if you're thinking, wow, these characters look a lot like Tenshi Muyo, you're right. So yeah, this is fantastic. Just a ditzy blonde princess who gets sent out of her castle to kind of mature a little bit, to go on a quest back home, and her love in life and the thing that sustains her is pudding. So there's a lot of gag humor in this, obviously, but the thing that I really love are the character designs and the interactions. It's just really funny and sweet and light, and it just cheered me up on a night when I needed it, so I really like this one. This was super cheap. This ended up being $5, I think. Like, not a lot considering how much enjoyment I did get out of this one, so. De Tatoko Princess. Very much enjoyed that, so that's those. They can live up there. Next up, we have Kizuna. This is the Kazuma Kodaka Signature Edition. This is episode 1 and 2. Um, really funny. I just think it's hilarious that this was in a half-price books, if I'm honest. I never see this out. I know of it. I think I even watched it before, but I don't remember it very well. What's so funny about this is I was in, of course, my half-price books, looking at this, and the way my half-price books is set up, there's the anime section, there's like documentaries off to the side a little further away, and then right next to the anime section are like TV sitcoms. And so I pulled this out and I was looking through it because it had everything. And this woman next to me in the sitcom section gave me the dirtiest look that I had this. So of course I had to smile at her and then turn on my heel and go buy this right away. Because sometimes you're just in a mood for that. Anyway, here is the little art insert, which I'm kind of surprised this was in there. Delightfully surprised, I should say, but look at this super yaoi art. It's brilliant. This picture is so funny. He's like, stop, stop, we have to pose. Great outfits. Of course, giant yaoi hands, as we know the joke. But yeah, I was just kind of surprised, and honestly, maybe I wouldn't have even picked this up if it hadn't been for Judgy McJudgerton over there, but I just think it's funny and wanted to get it. I have to watch it at some night when I actually want to. There's actually back art. I think it's just a black and white version of the front cover. A lot of old anime DVDs used to do this. Yeah, I paid probably too much for this. This ended up being $12, which for anime might not sound like a lot, but for thrifted anime, it's kind of on the pricey side, I'm not gonna lie. So anyway, decided to pick that up. I like that it has its insert and its cardboard sleeve. When will I watch this? I don't know. Tell me in the comments if I should get to this sooner, or if I should just stick with watching Puppet Princess next. I'm not sure. Next up, Pyramid Inu has entered the chat. This is Loveless, the complete collection, and I feel like this is not the case it originally came in, but that doesn't really matter. This was super cheap. This was like $8, I think. Well, maybe not super cheap. I have bought series for cheaper. But yeah, here are the discs. They're very simple. And Loveless is something I watched a long time ago. It's kind of like trashy good fun. The premise is about this society where there are cat boys that live amongst people, and as they mature they lose their cat ears, and then this poor kid gets messed up with this guy. Yeah, it's something else. It's actually been a long time since I've watched it, so seeing it, of course I picked it up because I was like, I need to watch that again, and I would rather do that with a DVD set than not. So there's Loveless. This cover's actually really pretty. It's really cool. What was it with us in the 2000s and 2010s? We loved chains on characters and things. We could not get enough of that. I personally really like that. I respond to it, but I just think it's funny. Anyway, Loveless can be there. Anyway, I want to talk about what I've been watching because I know you guys like when I have updates, and this is Yamibo, Darkness, the Hat, and Travelers of the Books. So yeah, I rewatched this recently. I was away from home for a bit and brought some anime DVDs with me, and this one is still such a trip, and it's a bit of a messy trip, but it's so compelling, you know. There's this mysterious world alongside this story that starts out normally. As you can tell, it's a Yuri title. But that's kind of what makes it so fun. Look at Lilith. Anyway, there is, as I've described it before, main character who has a sister that is nonverbal, and one night she disappears. And when she does, there's a mysterious green light, and this little chick, this little literal chick, shows up and takes her to the world of books, where the universe is comprised of everyone's lives being held within these books, and it contains different universes. And I've actually seen this described as an isekai online, which isn't wrong. I just never thought of it that way. But she basically goes traveling through the books to find her sister again and kind of learns about the world in the process. It's messy, it's fun, it has some insano gag humor in it. It also has some really touching storytelling, like I forgot how real some of the stories in this get, and then other ones that you kind of roll your eyes at. It's a wild mix, and I just wanted to say that yes, my DVD works, and yes, I still enjoy this. So that was really fun to go back to. So there's Yamibo. Last up for this one, as my camera battery is dying, I went back to the used game and DVD store where I always find Pioneer and Geneon titles. This is LR, licensed by Royalty, and I just never see used copies of this out. This is the first time that I've seen used copies, and these were insanely cheap. So I just wanted to show you guys the art. This is a secret agent type of anime, and I've never seen it for myself. But, you know, once in a blue moon I hear someone talk about this, and I was like, you know what? The way I like Lupin and various other things, I really should give this a try. So that's the little inner insert. Here is the back of this one. This set's a little beat up, but I can deal with that. I kept the price on one of these. Licensed by Royalty, Mission 2 targets. And these two are like a working partnership, as far as I can tell. Here is the disc, and let's look at this insert. So yeah, if you guys know this one and like this one, please let me know down in the comments. I would love to hear more about it. Why is this set so dirty? That's the problem with digging through old DVD sets. I think I have to go through and clean these. Okay, yeah, so here it is, $2.99. This one is sealed. I'm just gonna quickly get into this one. Here we go, brand spanking new. And again, like a lot of these Geneon sets, they have this like slight metallic on the front cover. Very cool. I'm still a big fan of these old Geneon sets. Maybe that's just a bias because I could never afford them back when they were new, but I always like finding them. Oh yeah, and this has a great tagline, twice the agents, twice the action and fun. So yeah, I'm really interested in getting into this one. This is another one of those that, you know, I've only seen in passing, but I'm curious about. Here is the inner art for that one. And I am going to put that together. And of course, finally, gotta have the final volume. This is another thing I love when I go thrifting, is when I can find a complete series together. This always is way more interesting. What is on this set? I gotta clean these discs and these boxes. I'll do that later. Here it is. Final. There's that metallic shine. This green is pretty. And the final image. This little monkey, I gotta say, cutie. Very good. I approve. And that is it. So this, of course, is very late. This was many months ago that I was picking up this stuff. But I've really been happy with like finding stuff and kind of just expanding the collection even more. And I still have more DVDs that I'm going to get to, so let me know in the comments if you guys still like these hauls. Anyway, that is it for this one. I just want to say hi to all my subscribers. You guys rock, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, everybody!